Hello again my friends, Destiny's upcoming DLC, The Dark Below and the House of Wolves will include a whole host of new exotic weapons and armor. This video is a detailed breakdown of every single piece of exotic gear we know about so far, including their stats, unique perks and even a sneak peek at what they look like. Huge thanks to Ryan from Planet Destiny for providing the images. You'll find the link to his awesome news website in the description box below. Now before we proceed, here's a friendly warning, there are spoilers ahead. If you want to discover Destiny's DLC exotics for yourself, you should stop watching now. If you're still here, let's begin. First up, we're going to look at the DLC's exotic weapons, starting with the Necrochasm, an exotic auto rifle with arc damage. Its description reads, "Eternity is close. Can you feel yourself slipping?" Precision kills with this weapon frequently trigger a cursed thrall explosion. Aiming this weapon increases its effective range. Next up, we have the 347 Vesta Dynasty, an exotic scout rifle. Its description reads, "A reef scout hunts for years, fighting piracy and ancient traps to crack one cache and claim the weapons within. Recovering from near death grants additional ammo and briefly increases reload speed. Precision kills temporarily increase your agility stat for 15 seconds. Non-precision kills temporarily increase your armor stat for 15 seconds. And here's a closer look at what these weapons look like. Next up, we have No Land Beyond. Its description reads, "Every hit blazes the path to our reclamation. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine, and get this exotic sniper rifle can be equipped in the primary weapon slot." And here's a closer look at what this weapon looks like. Next up, we have the Lord of Wolves, an exotic shotgun. Its description reads, "By this right alone I rule. Stacking rapid hits has the chance to set your target on fire, and this weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip." Next up, we have Sweet Business, another exotic shotgun. Its description reads, "Chi-ching, chi-ching, chi-ching, chi-ching." Sorry about that, that's kind of how I imagined it to sound in my mind. Kills with this weapon grant bonus ammo directly to the magazine, and a kill with the final round in the magazine increases reload speed. And here's a closer look at what these shotguns look like. Next up, we have Dragon's Breath, an exotic rocket launcher. Its description reads, "Burn the world, burn it all." Now, this launcher's tube can hold 3 shells, and rounds fired from this weapon leave a solar flare upon detonation. Now, here's a high-res image of Dragon's Breath, a formidable looking exotic and no mistake. It looks like it's ready to chow down on some fallen face. Now, many Halo fans notice a striking resemblance between Dragon's Breath and the flamethrower from Halo Combat Evolved on the PC, and yes, I have to say, it looks very similar indeed. Is this a nostalgic nod to the past from Bungie? I'd like to think it is. What do you guys think? Now, let's move on to exotic armor, starting with the Glass House, an exotic Titan helmet. Its description reads, "Everything is luminous." Now, this helmet increases melee attack speed. It also replenishes super energy when you kill an enemy with a grenade, and Blessing of Light and Weapons of Light last longer when you have this helmet equipped. Next up, we have Eternal Warrior, another exotic Titan helmet. Its description reads, "Absolute unflinching resolve." Now, this helmet increases melee attack speed. It also allows more super energy from non-guardian kills and provides unstoppable for Fist of Havoc. And here's a closer look at these exotic Titan helmets. Next up, we have the Ram, an exotic warlock helmet. Its description reads, "Praise me." Now, this helmet increases grenade throw distance, allows more super energy from grenade kills, and activating radiance from death disorientates nearby enemies. Next up, we have Obsidian Mind, another exotic warlock helmet. Its description reads, "Power from the Ash." Now, this helmet increases grenade throw distance, increased super energy gained from killing minions in the darkness, and Nova Bomb kills reduce the cooldown of your next Nova Bomb. And here's a closer look at these exotic warlock helmets. Next up, we have the ATS-8 Arachnid, an exotic hunter helmet. Its description reads, "Advanced tactical sensorium, induced hallucinations, integrate broad spectrum targeting data. Causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown. Replenish super energy when you kill an enemy with a grenade, and your golden gun zooms in for accuracy when aimed." Next up, we have the Exotac Angel Hunter, another exotic hunter helmet. Its description reads, "Built from a Golden Age combat pilot sensorium, it orients the brain during sharp maneuvers. Grenade hits restore melee energy, more super energy from non-guardian kills, and this helmet significantly increases your weapon's accuracy for a short time after jumping." And here's a closer look at these exotic hunter helmets. Next up, we have the Purifier Robes, an exotic piece of chest armor for the warlock. Its description reads, "Fire is the breaking of bonds. Fire is freedom. We must be swift and thorough in our liberation. Enemies killed by ignite effects explode. Carry more ammo for fusion rifles and carry more ammo for heavy weapons." Next up, we have the Starfire Protocol, another piece of exotic chest armor for the warlock. Its description reads, 13.4 billion years ago, the first stars kindled out of darkness, seeding the future of all life. Gain an additional fusion grenade, carry more ammo for fusion rifles, and carry more ammo for heavy weapons. And here's a closer look at these two pieces of exotic chest armor for the warlock. Next up, we have the Claws of Amkara, exotic gauntlets for the warlock. Its description reads, "Look at all this life, oh bear in mind, there is so much left to burn. Gain an additional charge for scorch and energy drain, increase reload speed with special weapons, and it increases melee attack speed." Next up, we have the Nothing Manacles, more exotic gauntlets for the warlock. Its description reads, "The equations balance thus. You are diminished and I am exalted. You are broken and I am made strong. Kills with void light abilities grant a shield. Increase reload speed with special weapons, and melee hits replenish grenade energy." And here's a closer look at these exotic gauntlets for the warlock. Next up, we have the Ruin Wings, exotic gauntlets for the Titan. Its description reads, "In the garden grows a tree of silver wings. The leaves are ruin, the bark disaster. Of the seeds we do not speak. Heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. Causing damage with a melee reduces your grenade cooldown. Increased reload speed with special weapons." Next up, we have the ACD-0 feedback fence, more exotic gauntlets for the Titan. Its description reads, "The active contact defense system uses Warsat hull materials to store a retaliatory charge. Taking damage from a melee attack deals damage in an area around you, increase melee attack speed, and increase reload speed with special weapons." And here's a closer look at these exotic Titan gauntlets. Next up, we have Don't Touch Me, exotic hunter gauntlets. Its description reads, "Amputated from a creature that stumbled out of a Vex gate. A vestigial defense reflex still remains. Taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. Increase reload speed with special weapons and increase super energy gained from killing minions of the darkness." Next up, we have Ica Ekka's hooks, more exotic gauntlets for the hunter. Its description reads, "No matter, the wound is not so deep. Hitting an enemy with a melee attack while invisible deals additional damage over time. Increase reload speed with special weapons and more super energy from grenade kills." And here's a closer look at these exotic hunter gauntlets. Next up, we have Radiant Dance Machines, exotic leg armor for the hunter. Its description reads, "Built for swift movement, they provide unexpected and decisive social benefits. Carry more ammo for heavy weapons, and you can move more quickly while aiming your weapon." Next up, we have Unremarkable Bones, more exotic leg armor for the hunter. Its description reads, "Surely the warlocks cling to these fossils for a reason. What could it be, oh bearer mine? Carry more ammo for heavy weapons and upgrades double jump with an additional jump." And here's a closer look at this exotic leg armor for the hunter. Next up, we have the Mark .44 Standardsides, exotic leg armor for the Titan. Its description reads, "Pardon me coming through. Carry more ammo for heavy weapons and increases the duration your shoulder charge remains active." And finally, we have the Peregrine Greaves, more exotic leg armor for the Titan. Its description reads, "Victory from on high. Carry more auto rifle ammo and your shoulder charge deals more bonus damage when activated in the air." And here's a closer look at this exotic leg armor for the Titan. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the DLC exotic gear list. But hold on, there's still more to come. Now, the cinematic cutscene for the Dark Below expansion pass has leaked online. I've seen it and I have to admit, it gave me goosebumps. Now, if you want to see it for yourself, keep watching this video. But again, here's a friendly warning. There are spoilers ahead. If you'd rather wait for the DLC to launch officially, stop watching now. Otherwise, enjoy the show, my friends.
6 of us went down into the pit. Only one crawled out. I am Eris, the last. I have seen what the Hive call a god. Crota, son of Oryx. He took everything from me. He will turn his eyes to Earth. And only a true weapon of the light can stop his wrath. Now you must face what lurks in the dark below.
Now, the narrator you heard speaking in that clip was Eris, the only survivor of a previous raid on Crota. When the Dark Below DLC drops, you'll find her in the tower, handing out bounties as a vendor. Now, during the cinematic, you heard Eris say only a true weapon of the light can stop his wrath, and Bungie has hinted that the Vex Mythoclast is going to be an excellent weapon to wield during the Crota's End raid, so if you haven't already got it, get grinding. Click the on-screen annotation to hear me talk in more detail about the Vex Mythoclast, or follow the link in the description box below. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, subscribe for daily Destiny videos, and thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. And as always, until next time, Guardians.